Hello and welcome back to the Premier League Predictor. This week we're going to be doing the predictions for Gameweek 1 of the 2022-23 season. I'm joined by my good friend Mikey.
Hello.
Who is a Liverpool fan just like me, so we should probably agree on a lot of things when it comes to predictions. So without further ado, we're going to get into the first game of the game week, which is Crystal Palace versus Arsenal.
Friday night game.
Yeah, Friday night game. What do we think?
So I've gone for 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay.
I think Palace is a difficult place to go always for any team.
It's tricky. Because obviously Arsenal last season went to Brentford on the first day, didn't they? And the atmosphere, I think they weren't really expecting it. Yeah. And they lost. So. But
I think they're a better team now than they were last season. They've recruited really well. Probably I'd say best out of any team this summer. Jesus, Zinchenko. Jesus in pre-season, he's on fire. So
yeah, I think. I've also gone for 2-1, so that's quite handy. I hope they're all not the same. Right, so we'll move on to the Saturday lunchtime kickoff, which is Fulham versus Liverpool. Yeah. What do we think for that one?
So I've gone 3-1 Liverpool.
Okay.
I'm not expecting an easy game, although I put 3-1. I think the atmosphere is going to be really good again. So they've got their new stand back in the Premier League. It's an away game, but I just think
it's not an easy place opening day away, is it? It's not.
It's not an easy.
You don't really know what to expect with it.
That's another thing.
Team, so.
I'm just thinking hopefully our quality over the 90 minutes will shine through and we'll get the win.
I think I've got a feeling we might concede a silly goal.
Yeah, that's what I'll put 3-1.
Yeah,
so
I've gone for 2-1. I'm going to say 2-1. I think it will be close, but I think we will win. From what we've seen pre-season anyway, I think we'll do pretty well. Right, so the next game, moving on to 3 o'clock kickoffs, we've got Bournemouth versus Villa. So I've put Villa win. Only by 1-0. I think it'll be close. I don't think Bournemouth will offer much. What do you think?
I've gone 2-1 Villa. Again, I don't think Bournemouth will offer much, but I don't know with Villa. They started under Gerrard really well when he came in. They dipped off. They were really inconsistent. So I think it's hard to tell what Villa team we're going to see this season. But either way, I think they've got enough quality to beat Bournemouth.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's a weird one with Steven Gerrard. I mean, obviously they've got Coutinho now on a full-time contract, haven't they? So he's going to be
one
of their most important players. Yeah, I think Villa will edge it. Yeah, I can't see Bournemouth doing much this season. So. I
think we've got them to go down. Yeah. So Villa. Obviously Gerrard being at Villa, I hope they do well. But at the same time, I think it's going to take time.
Okay, so let's move on to Leeds Wolves. It's a bit of a tricky one. Both teams not too great last season. Obviously Leeds avoided relegation. They've made some new signings. Wolves not really been that active in the transfer market. So what have you on for that one?
I've got a draw.
Okay.
Leeds, Wolves 1-1.
1-1, okay.
I think had it been a reverse at Wolves, I think Wolves would have probably got a comfortable win.
Okay.
I think away at Leeds, that probably benefit Leeds.
Okay.
And that's why I've gone for the draw. But yeah, like you say, Wolves have done a lot. Leeds have lost a lot of key players. They have recruited, and obviously time will tell.
I think actually Leeds will win. I'll put 2-0. Okay. I think the home crowd will be well up for it. Ellen Road's
it's a hard place to go.
Yeah. So I think in terms of the atmosphere, I think it'll be right behind them. I think they will score first, and I think they'll hold on. I can't really see Wolves doing much. I think they might. First game of the season, there's always teams that aren't quite ready.
Not up to full speed,
So I do think Leeds will win that. That's our first disagreement.
Yeah.
So right, next game, Newcastle Forest. What have you gone for that one?
I have gone 2-0 Newcastle.
Yeah, I've gone 2-1.
I think Newcastle finished last season fantastically. Second highest points total after Liverpool. From January onwards, they look unreal at St James's Park now. The crowd is just
right
rejuvenated. So I think that's going to be a tough one for Forest, really.
They made some good signs. It's not an easy place to go opening day for Forest, being the newbies in the Premier League. I still think they will offer something, but
yeah, I don't think they're going to roll over. But I think Newcastle still could do business before then as well. They're after Maddison. Rumours about Hudson-Odoi as well. So
I I think we both agree that they'll win that one. Moving on to Spurs versus Southampton. What have you got for that one?
I've got 2-0 Spurs.
Yeah.
I think Spurs just be too strong.
Southampton, I know they've signed a few players, and I know they got Aribo from Rangers.
Yeah, from Rangers, yeah.
And they've signed Bela Kotchap from German team. He's the centre back. He's pretty good, but I think with what Spurs have done with their signings and who they brought in, I can't see them not winning that game at all.
No.
Home ground, first game of the season. I'd put 3-0. I think they're going to boss it.
Yeah, I think they are as well.
I don't think Southampton really have got much to really threaten Spurs in that respect.
No, they're a funny ones, but Southampton.
Yeah, it's always sort of topsy-turvy. Or lose one week and then win the next. So.
Yeah.
Right. Next one's an interesting one. It's Everton versus Chelsea.
Yeah.
Obviously, Everton very close to going down last season.
Two teams I massively dislike.
Yeah.
So either way, either team loses, I don't really care.
What do you want for that one?
I put 3-1 Chelsea.
Okay. It's quite high scoring.
It's high scoring, yeah. So I just think a lot of Chelsea fans seem to be quite worried, nervous about how this summer's gone. I don't see it myself. I think they've upgraded, or at least on par with Rudiger going out, Koulibaly coming in. I think that's they haven't really downgraded there. Obviously they've lost Christensen, so they've lost some depth, but Sterling's an upgrade on Lukaku in my eyes. They've got Gallagher back. He's a great option for the midfield now.
I think it's going to be a lot of goals.
I think Chelsea are going to surprise a lot of people.
I think it'll be I think it'll be quite a cagey affair. I think it will be low scoring. I put 1-0 Chelsea. I think Chelsea will just edge. I don't really see Everton doing much. But I feel
One thing, Chelsea-Everton games have always been high scorers historically.
So, we'll see what happens with that one. But moving on to Leicester-Brentford. It's quite a tricky one.
Yeah.
Brentford survived last season, did very well for their first season in the Premier League. Leicester maybe underperformed.
Massively underperformed.
I know they obviously were in Europe and they got to the semi-final.
Yeah.
Obviously they don't have that distraction this year, so what have you put for that one?
So I've gone 2-1 Leicester.
Okay.
I don't know what to expect from Leicester this season.
Yeah.
Like I say, they underperformed last season massively, finishing pretty much around the top 4 for the previous seasons. I mean, recently won the league as well. Last season just dropped off for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Brentford, second season syndrome. Who knows? They've obviously.
That's the thing. Yeah, like you said, second season syndrome is a tricky one to go by. They could either be really good or be really bad. I mean, I've put 1-1. I think it will be. They've obviously got Ben Mee in now. I think Leicester obviously have still got a good strike force, but I've gone for a draw on that one. Yeah. So the penultimate one is Man United versus Brighton. So what have you got for that one? I've
gone 2-0 Man United.
2-0 okay.
I think they'll get that new manager bounce. Yeah. Personally, Brighton don't really know what to expect from them. There's no sort of analysis yet on United.
If they lose Kukurea, they've not really made that many signings.
Well, they've lost Basuma as well.
So I don't see them having a sniff at all. I think Man United win 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, I think home ground, new players, fans are well up for it. I think that'll be an easy win.
I think it will be an easy win. Like you say, new manager. The crowd's going to be right behind them. They're going to want to start off with a win. Man United did start last season really well. I think it was 4-0, 4-1 against Leeds.
Yeah, I think it was 4-1. I think it was
4-1 against
Luke Ayling scored that cracking goal.
But they often do start well. So
okay, and then the last one is West Ham City.
Yeah.
So
I've gone 3-1 City. Despite West Ham, or what the stadium's called now, the London Stadium. It was a fortress for them last season. I think they only lost 1 or 2 games there all season.
Yeah. But they drew with City, I think, didn't they? Last season it was 2-2.
Testing my knowledge now. Yes, they did. Yeah. They were winning. I'm trying to think what happened.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. City still won the league.
I mean, the City for a first game is pretty tough, home or away. But obviously, City have had a bit of experience with the Liverpool game just now. It's kind of like an opener. So yeah, I mean, I've put them to win 2-1. I think.
They'll be far too strong for West Ham. West Ham, they haven't strengthened as well as I thought they would. I thought they'd really push on this summer. From last season, they had a cracking season. They haven't gone out. They've got that. Is it Samaka up front? But in terms of, I really thought they were going to strengthen, but they haven't done a great deal.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for this game week. We'll have all the predictions up on the screen, so you'll be able to see. And we'll follow up next week with the results of this game week and with our next guest, which is a surprise. So give us a thumbs up, and hopefully you like what you see. Please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.